Uh, oh, hey, yeah, you're probably wondering, where have you been for so long? Well, I just have been lazy. So here I am today back with Freddy Krueger glove reviews. We're going to be doing Spirit Halloween versus the Razer glove one, kind of similar to the Stormtrooper video. If you haven't seen that one, go ahead. I'll put a link somewhere. Check it out. I'm going to compare the price, the difference in the quality, the aesthetics, how screen accurate they are, and, the cost benefit analysis. Should I get the cheap one? Should I get the expensive one? Are you a hobbyist, a collector? We'll go all into that in today's video. But first, I need to get suited up. Oh yeah, I need the glove. Well, this is off to a great start. So I'm really not sure what's happening. I bought a Freddy Krueger glove, but it looks more like Wolverine with the pop out gloves because I can do a full fist and it pops out like this. So here's the deal. It was $10 and it instantly, the little snaps here broke, so your fingers slide right on out. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. Maybe you got big fingers and you don't want to stick it in these little teeny knife holes. Maybe it's for your kid and you're like, man, my kid's going to destroy this thing, so I don't really care what happens to it. As far as screen accuracy, it's not even close. I'll put up a picture comparing it to the 80s version, because we're going straight off the 80s version. The new one it's all right, but it made him a pedophile, and that kind of bugs me. It was implied in the first movies, but never really elaborated on. So we're going with the 80s version, the one I like. And this it ain't it. I'm not feeling it. It's just, look at that. That's too bendy. You can't cut yourself on it. Your eyes are completely safe. I'm not going to poke my eye. I'm just saying I'd rather poke my eye with this one than the other one. But for $10, I guess you're getting an okay looking Freddy glove. It does have some holes, and it has a minor resemblance to Freddy Krueger. I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy. Back to the glove. Overall, I think this glove's a solid purchase for a kid or a child or someone that's like, man, I want to go get hammered drunk at a Halloween party and lose this 6 minutes into it. Solid choice if you're buying it for that. Let's get down to the real glove. So we reviewed the Spirit Halloween version of the Freddy glove. It was alright, not the best. Let's move on to the Razer Gloves version of Freddy Krueger's claws. If I just had Freddy Krueger here to help me, that would be great. Hey, there it is. Way to be, fella. Can't wait to see you in my nightmares later. So first thing I want to talk about is the order process. Obviously, Spirit Halloween, you can get it online, or you can just walk in and, hey, I'll have that. This one is a little different. I went through the order process. You pay via PayPal, and then he says, hey, what is your hand size? I actually sketched out my hand, sent him the measurements. He replied back, okay, sounds good. And bada bing, here's the glove. First thing I want to talk about with the glove itself is the glove portion of it. The leather, super nice, feels great, durable. The stitching, super good. I love the fact there's a little pull string if you need to make the glove tighter. But where he custom made it for my hand, it feels really good on my hand as is, so I don't even have to mess with it that much. But it's a nice little detail, nice little extra flap there. Next I want to talk about the metal itself. I really do dig the metal. It's a mixture of iron and copper, I do believe. I know for sure this is copper. I'm not sure what the rest of this is, because I do think these are steel. But I love that there's actual rivets that are pushing these all together. And even the little rings here are metal, unlike the Spirit Halloween ones that broke in 6 seconds after putting it on. So your glove's not going to slip out, and it's going to be nice and secure in there. I do love the claws, the kind of knife portion of it. These aren't super sharp, but you definitely could sharpen them if you're a sociopath and wanted to kill people. Wouldn't recommend it, but you can do it. I will say though, for poke, 10 of 10 on the poke scale will give you minor injuries. Not for kids. Definitely a collector's item. But that's another reason I really wanted it. It's really genuine to the movie. It feels good. And even just putting this bad boy on, you feel a little more like Fred Krueger. Oh God. Oh. Stand by. All right, so I got the glove one. It's really satisfying to slip your hand into this and then start playing around with it.
That's what she said.
Michael, please.
All of the metal, I don't know how well you can hear that, but just hearing the metal kind of shing. It reminds me, if you've ever played Dead by Daylight, every time you get a successful hit with the killer, he goes, it makes that kind of little metal on metal noise. Kind of like SpongeBob when, two squeaky pickles together. You get the same sort of satisfaction when rubbing these claws together. So the base model of this glove is going to set you back about $65. I went ahead and opted for the additional $25 feature where you can get the metal brazed. And as you see right here on the fingertips, it's red and black. And I think it adds that little extra zip to give it more movie authenticity to the first film. I really love it, and I cannot express enough how good and just well done this glove is overall. Down to the leather stitching, the rivets, the additional brazing, the knives themselves, the very satisfying kind of jingle of the metal. Spirit Halloween has a very comparative version, price-wise. I think it's $80 roughly. And what you get with this, even just the base $65 model, is just so much better than the Spirit Halloween one. It's just, if you're going to get one and you really love Freddy Krueger gloves, I'd recommend getting it from Razer Gloves. It's just a super good glove, very satisfying. And a detail I never mentioned is it has like a little bit of that leather smell and metal smell, and it feels so genuine. Like if Freddy Krueger's going to wear a glove, it would definitely be from Razer Gloves. Let's cut to the B-roll. I will say, no matter which glove you go with, each one has its own purpose. The Spirit Halloween one, it's a little cheaper, sets you back $10. Great for kids, not going to poke your eye out. It's overall just a good choice if you're going to go to a party, whatever. It has its use. It vaguely looks like a Freddy Krueger glove. People are going to get what you wore for Halloween. If you're more into cosplay or a collector or just really love Freddy Krueger, I think the Razer Gloves one is going to be your best option. Now, it is a little more pricey, anywhere from $65 to $90, depending on what you get, and you're going to have to, wait a little longer, because these are all handmade, as opposed to walking to a Spirit Halloween and just picking one up. Personally, I would go with this one, but like I said, it's not for everyone, mostly your collectors and cosplayers. Speaking of which, if you like this content, make sure to give a like and subscribe, and that's going to help me to put out more content. I actually have uploaded several stuff to my social media platforms regarding this glove, other pictures, and I'll include a couple at the end of this video. I want to give a huge shout out to Ryan Turner for helping me film this video, and also the Final Girl podcast. If you're into horror movies, make sure to check that out. I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description, and with that,
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Until next time, sweet dreams.
We're gonna talk about how
a boombox can change the world. You gotta know your limits with a boombox.
you're gonna talk about how it's the
It
best
was a cautionary tale.
glove you can
A
get.
Boombox is not a toy!
Okay. And we are rolling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.